Out is Eddie Pinheiro to get this one started. And off we go from Ford Field. He fields it at the 8. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Right to the air, here's Goff. A throw left side there, not going to find the time.
May have trusted his arm strength a little bit too much on that throw. 2 defenders in the area. Work to your check down, work to an open receiver. I think in this case, he forces that ball, and ultimately, he's lucky he got away with it.
They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. That is well done there, converting on 3rd and 15.
And really the key to this play was just how fast he was able to get through his progressions. His mind was able to process and go from 1 to 2 to 3 so quickly that he was able to get the ball to the right target on time. And I think so often those two things are different. Being open is one thing. Being open and getting the ball on time, that's what leads to success. And that's what we saw here.
Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down. They'll try and run it here with Montgomery. And he's got nowhere to go. The defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage there. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On 4th down, Goff. And he cannot get the throw off. He's going to be sacked. And they will turn it over on down.
So the offense found themselves in a little bit of no man's land. They were too far for a field goal attempt, but too close to attempt a punt. So they decided to be aggressive early and go for it on 4th down. But it was the defense away with a huge stop to start this game.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. A quick throw here on the RPO. It's caught by Johnson. And he's out of bounds in great shape down at the 15-yard line. A big play for the Panthers. 33 yards.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
Good throw here on the RPO, caught by Thomas. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
2nd and a yard. They'll run here. The former Canadian track star, Chuba Hubbard, will take it. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
This opening drive going to form so far. Now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll run with Hubbard. And he'll punch forward to the 2. Setting up 2nd and goal. One more time, it's Hubbard. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Hubbard. And waiting, no signal. He did not get in, and that's going to bring up 4th and goal.
And what a play by the interior of this defensive line. There was nowhere to run. He's able to get in the backfield for a big stop, and it sets up 4th down.
They'll go for it with Hubbard. Good blocking, and he's in. Chuba Hubbard. Touchdown, Panthers. So they decide to go for the touchdown, and Greg, they get rewarded on 4th and goal with the 6 points.
Yeah, I think the safe bet there is you settle for the field goal and you're happy coming off the field with points, but not this play caller. He rolls the dice a little bit, but give credit to the offensive line. They created just enough of a lane for this back to take it in for 6.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. We'll start at the 4. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. At their own 31-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Goff to throw. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Troy Hill. Nothing the defense loves more, Greg, than the opportunity to not only stop a team, but turn them back around the other way. A touchdown on the pick 6.
Yeah, the defense just loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is extra special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back. for 6.
These are the ones that rip your heart out on the offensive side. Extra point by Pinheiro is good. And the Panthers will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. And they're on the 26-yard line. Goff to throw on first down. He'll find Montgomery out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the last play of the first quarter. So after one, the Panthers off to the early advantage. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. On play action, Goff. And the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack.
So after picking up some positive yardage on first down, they end up going backwards on 2nd. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
3rd and long. To throw is Goff. He's going to take a shot down the field. And that one is caught. And he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line. It is a huge play for Detroit. 61 yards. Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. It is brought in the end zone. St. Brown. Touchdown, Lions. Greg, it's one of those, sometimes you got to feel like you know where the ball's going to go, and the defense knows it too, but it still ends up in that guy's hands for the touchdown.
Absolutely, Mike. In these critical situations, like down here in the red zone, it's players, not plays. It doesn't matter what you draw up on the board. You say, okay, who's my best player? Put him in a good matchup, let him go win, and give him a chance. That's exactly what they do here, and I think we're going to see a lot of this the rest of the game.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Raheem Blackshear on the return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. First and 10. They'll go play action with Young. This throw left side, taken in by Johnson.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
He's going to let this one go deep. And that is brought in. A big play for the Panthers. 38 yards.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
They'll motion over Thielen. Young hands it to Hubbard. He is met and Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Here's a 2nd and 12. They'll go again with Hubbard. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. It was Derek Barnes with the stop. Here's a 3rd and 10. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back from Ford Field in Detroit in a moment. The Lions called their first timeout. On play action, Young. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's going to be taken down. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down. From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. 1st down and goal. Here's a run. Trying to create some space, but will not find much. He'll get a yard. They'll mark it at the 3. Here now, 2nd down and goal. They're trying to run it. It's Hubbard. Oh, making defenders look silly out there. On his way into the end zone. Chuba Hubbard. Touchdown, Carolina. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the first half. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
Now, Pinheiro to add on the extra point. He's got it. Panthers extend it to a 21-6 advantage.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for the Panthers.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line.
At their own 39-yard line.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. The Panthers will take their first timeout, and they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go until halftime. Here's 1st and 10. Goff. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
He finds Raymond for the completion. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. On first down, it's Goff. That's caught by Gibbs. And he's into the end zone. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. Now Goff leads the Lions for a 2-point try.
The Lions will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Now they'll set up to throw. That is caught. And they get the 2-point conversion.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
On the return, here comes Blackshear. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Young. Catch made, right side. It's Johnson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
We spent so much time talking about these receivers. How fast do they run, Mike? How high do they jump? But so often, the guys that have the most success in the NFL, it's the mental part of the game. It allows them to create separation, find soft spots in the defense, attack defenders. It's exactly what he's able to do here, and really nice connection.
And he'll let it go deep for Johnson.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Ready.
From the gun, it's Young. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Like we're going to play a big role in who wins this one. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And no run back here as this third quarter begins with a touchback. Set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. This drive begins with a run by Hubbard. He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. DJ Reader, as usual, from that interior spot with the play. Here's 2nd and 9. Young quickly out to Leggett. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run it with Brooks. And he'll keep the drive moving. He's got the first down up to the 45.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
Young to throw on 1st and 10. That one complete to Johnson. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's right side, taken in by Tremble. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down. Are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that will be a bit of a letdown.
From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's got another one. Chuba Hubbard. Touchdown, Panthers. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. And making a hat trick. That is his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. A big reason his team is on top.
And so far, Mike, this run game has been the difference, and we're going to see in the second half. Now, can they protect this lead? Because, Mike, that's where a run game has its most value, and so far, this guy's been incredible.
Extra point by Pinheiro is good. And the Panthers have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's Goff. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
When it starts bad, it has a funny way of ending up getting worse, and I don't think that could be any more true than it is right now. They're already down by multiple possessions, and after that start to this drive with the sack, they find themselves once again in a massive hole.
And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards. What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. And this ball's intercepted by J.C. Horn. And he's going to be out of bounds here on what will wind up being the final play of the third quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. Quick, yellow. Ready?
On first down, it is Hubbard. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Check right. Ready.
Another run here with Hubbard. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yards, but it didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be third down.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. Now Hubbard. Here's Eddie Pinheiro now as the Panthers will try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. Pinheiro's kick is good. And the Panthers will extend their lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get 3.
This one taken at the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. On 1st and 10, here's Goff. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. From the gun, it's Goff. Brought in by the tight end, Sam Laporta. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
That's good for the Lions. First down. 1st and 10 at the
Off to throw on 1st down. Off balance throw. It's complete. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Why not go back to him? That one good for 20 yards and a 1st down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. To throw is Goff. He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
An 11-yard loss on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. On play action, Goff. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of...
And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Hill.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Ready, ready. Cut, cut.
That's thrown quickly and taken in by Leggett. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 16 yards on the game. And a quick first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
2nd and 11. On the give, it's Hubbard. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yards, but it didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be 3rd down.
Well, it's clear, Mike, this defense is really locked in. They have a clear beat on what this run game plan is. Back-to-back stops for no gain brings up 3rd and long.
Ready, break.
Tremble comes in motion.
Ready.
Out of the shotgun, Young. This one on target for Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big play for the Panthers. And even 30 yards.
Well, I think one thing's for sure, Mike. I don't think we're seeing an offense that is comfortable with this late lead, and they for sure are not letting their foot off the gas. They're continuing to put pressure on the defense and say, hey, I don't care how much we're up by. We're going to continue to execute our passing game, and if there's opportunities downfield, we're going to continue to take it.
Another catch on the drive. This one for 13 yards and another first down. So this one a win for the visiting Panthers. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the 2nd half. No points allowed, and they cruised to victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.
It's week 2 of the NFL preseason, where depth charts and playbooks will be put to the test. It's the Buffalo Bills and the Pittsburgh Steelers, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 25.
But not far from where the Steelers' former homes at Three Rivers Stadium, Forbes Field once stood, we are at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium.
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you. And I'll tell you what, yes, it's just week 2 of the preseason, but now they've got one game under their belts. And a lot of guys trying to prove some stuff down on the field here today.
Not only that, these coaches like to win. And I used to think it really didn't matter who won in the preseason. Then I watch some of those shows that the NFL does, and you see the coaches in preseason after a loss jumping all over their guys. So I learned one valuable lesson. Wins and losses count no matter what time of year it is.
The kicker, Chris Boswell, has it ready to go, and we are underway from Pittsburgh. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
I remember when he came out of Wyoming, the big question mark, could he be accurate enough to be a star in the NFL? I think it's safe to say he's put all of us in our place and put those doubts to rest. He can roll out and run it. He can bomb it over your heads. Everything in between. He is an absolute nightmare for defenses to try and prepare for. And when he's on, he's an MVP caliber player each and every time he takes the field.
This one complete to Curtis Samuel.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Now Cook running right. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, it's Cook. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a really nice, tough run. They gained 5 yards on it, and to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On play action, Allen. 20! And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 17-yard line. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Cook is in. Touchdown, Bills. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
It's Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it was James Cook capping all of that off with a touchdown run. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line. So the new-look Steelers offense headed out for their first drive, led by a man in his 13th NFL season now. First as a Steeler, Russell Wilson.
After a tough couple of years in Denver, Wilson finally gets his fresh start, and he's certainly hoping to make the most of it. Truthfully, though, it's been tough sledding ever since being traded from Seattle a few years back. But he still has the talent and tools to make this next chapter a positive one.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Throwing is Wilson. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilson. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And this will be incomplete.
So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters to play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle, no mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Here's Allen. It's complete downfield, out left to his running back. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A big play here for Buffalo. 42 yards.
What a first quarter he's been putting together. He scored the touchdown earlier, and he's in phase right out of the gate. Right now, he's playing with such confidence, he doesn't believe that they have an answer for him no matter what they do on defense. And here's another big play to prove his point.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Allen. Pass delivered successfully to Knox on the out route. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Allen now looks to throw. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. To throw, it's Allen. And complete, right side to Cook. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Cook will take this over the line. Touchdown, Buffalo. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
Bass on for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was James Cook capping all of that off with a touchdown run. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead, and they'll move it up to the 40. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Matt Milano, an all-pro last year, in on the tackle. 2nd and 9. They'll run again with Harris. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Steelers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. That's caught downfield by Pickens. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. George Pickens, 56 yards. Now the Steelers are back within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And just shutting him off there. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but Did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
And that's going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
This 2nd and 4.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. He'll buy some time right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Allen.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the sideline he goes.
Touchdown, Bills. Curtis Samuel, 74 yards.
And the Bills have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And oh, it's wide right. No good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Wilson.
Got an open man. It's Pickens.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A handoff for Warren. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run. Getting through one tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And they give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a second and goal. Here's Wilson to throw. Escaping the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Here's Wilson. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So on fourth down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good, and that cuts into the deficit. It's now 20-10. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
Johnson jostles free. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
Valdez-Scantling in motion left. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Here is third and quite a ways. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Though certainly in a pickle here, they have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up.
He's got his man. That's the rookie from Florida State. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. And he is caught and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So the shotgun snap to Allen. His throw incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down. Now Allen again. His throw caught right around the 6. Touchdown. Dawson Knox, 26 yards. And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. One more drive here for the Steeler offense in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And his throw here is incomplete. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter. But I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
Here's one deep for Pickens. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards. Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
A 20-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead, and they'll move it up to the 40. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a long one. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we have come to halftime and what's already a 2-touchdown game.
As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in just a minute. Week 2 of the preseason is upon us. Each team now with just one more game after this one, and then we will get it all started as we normally do on the first Thursday after Labor Day.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line. George Pickens back out now with the rest of the offense.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, 70 yards. And the Steelers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Boswell good with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Bills' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
From the gun, it's Allen. Forced out to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle.
And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
And the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this third and long.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart in points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback in a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They run again with Harris. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
139 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
They hand this off to Harris. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Steelers are an extra point away from drawing level.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Allen. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen, flush to his right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Allen. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
George Pickens and the Steelers headed back out for another series. He's having a day here in quarter number 3. Over 100 yards, couple touchdowns. Every receiver's hope for when they head into that game in the National Football League.
And his team is loving what he's giving them. Of course, the yardage is terrific, but I think it's what you mentioned, the 2 touchdowns. That's the big one because he's paying off his results downfield.
And still more time here. Third quarter, we'll see what else he has in store for us. Now 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Pickens is coming off a season where he clips the 1,000-yard mark for the first time in his career and averaged a league-leading 18.1 yards per reception. He is truly a budding superstar, and the Steelers are going to continue to find ways to get him the ball.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. On the give, this is Harris to the 27-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Again, it's Harris on second down.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Boswell's kick is good, and with it, they have taken the lead.
So give him 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say, we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach?
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
Here comes the Pittsburgh Steelers and running back Najee Harris.
He's had a good 3rd quarter. He likes whatever adjustments were made at halftime, whether those were team adjustments or just him talking to himself.
And whatever that conversation was, it was pretty good because he is running really well here in the 3rd quarter. But I like to think it is a team adjustment. Offensive line, those big escorts of his, they've figured out how to block a little bit better. He's found those holes to run through.
He has indeed. Now Wilson.
A short one there to Freiermuth.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson.
Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
To throw, it's Allen. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Well, he's going to go for it all.
And this one dropped in the end zone. Oh, looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down.
Throwing now is Allen. On the move to his left. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30.
To the air, Allen. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Bills.
Dawson Knox with his second touchdown of the night.
And the Bills have retaken a third-quarter lead.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll start the drive with Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8.
Into the hands of Van Jefferson.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. A give to Harris. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Wilson.
He's got his tight end Fryermuth over the middle.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack.
And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive, so either...
And this is going to be intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it.
And the Bills are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
What a stand there defensively. They force the 3rd and goal, force them into what they think will be a passing situation, and then they make sure to lock up all the receivers and come away with the interception. Sounds simple, but that was really well done.
Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen eluding the pressure right. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Here's Allen to throw it. Completes it to Coleman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Allen now looks to throw. He's able to get it to Coleman. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 36 yards on the play.
6 yards. First down, Buffalo.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point fourth-quarter lead.
2nd and 6.
Play action. Now it's Allen. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Touchdown! Marquez Valdez-Scantling from 19 yards away.
And the Bills will add to their fourth-quarter lead. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a fourth-quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 2.
Here's Wilson.
Middle of the field to Jefferson.
A gain of 4 yards.
To throw is Wilson.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
That's going to be caught by Pickens.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
Now it's Wilson.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
A lot on the line here, even for just a preseason game. Jobs to be won and lost. It's 3rd down.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. on the left hash. Officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Buffalo set to get the football back here. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And remember, no overtime here in preseason. This offense hoping that's a moot issue as they try to finish this one off.
The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Now a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Allen.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Allen going to go on 4th down. Rolling to his left. And this one is incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
Here's 1st and 10.
Wilson to throw.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10.
It's brought in by Harris. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th.
Here's 2nd down.
Throwing now is Wilson. And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here now, a 2-point conversion will tie the game.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Here's Wilson. It's complete, and he's not going to get there. The defense able to come up with a big stop, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. So still a little over 40 seconds to go. Time enough to put a drive together if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the Bills, and that should all but do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. Allen down to a knee, and that should just about do it.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout, but instead they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring, and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Pittsburgh.